Moving on to 3-column cash book. 3-column cash book. Why do we call it a 3-column cash book? Because you can see that we have the 3 main columns here: discount allowed, cash and bank on the debit side, and discount received, cash and bank on the credit side. Quickly write here receipts. Again telling you, this is my working. It is not to be written in exams, or write it with a pencil and then remove it later. Receipts, payments. This is just an indication. By mistake, if I am passing a wrong entry, I'll see receipts and then I'll get to know if I am putting some payments here. I'll correct my entry by putting it here. Okay. In some big organizations, you'll even find two bifurcations of this bank account. Say if an organization has two bank accounts, SBI, PNB. So two further bifurcations, SBI and PNB, written here. But in this question, we have only one bank column. So let's start with the cash book, the 3-columnar cash book. One more point to be noted here. It is only the 3-columnar cash book in which, in a contra entry, you can write in cash book to cash here. This is possible only in a 3-columnar cash book, that too just for a contra entry. Very important point, because in cash book you can never write cash book, but it is possible only in a 3-column cash book. How? In a contra entry, we'll see while we are working. Let's start with the first point. Opening balance cash in hand 50,000. Let's say I am posting May month's entry. So first May to balance, starting with new. So to balance, brought down, cash balance is 50,000. Put it in the cash column, entry done. Purchase goods 6,000. Nothing is written, so purchase goods in cash is what I will assume. Purchase account debit to cash. How much? 6,000. Purchase account debit to cash. In cash book, should I write to cash? No. So buy purchase. How much? 6,000. This is 2nd May. Okay. Deposited in bank, you have a contra entry here. Deposited in bank, whenever you have a contra entry in the ledger folio column, this column, write a small C sign. A small C sign showing that it is a contra entry. One side will be bank, other side will be cash. Deposited in bank 10,000. So the entry will be bank account debit. Bank is an assert, and increasing is bank and decreasing is your cash. So bank account debit to cash 10,000. In bank account debit to cash. So in cash column you are writing here to cash. See, this is what I was trying to explain you. In bank column there is in a bank column there is a receipt of 10,000 and it is a contra entry. In cash book you are writing here to cash. That is possible only and only in a 3-column cash book, because here only you have a bank column also. In any other you don't have. So the entry was deposited into bank 10,000, bank account debit to cash. So I have to write here by bank 5th May, and I have written here bank. So in cash column, cash is reducing, cash is going out. So 10,000 is written here, and again in your LF column, C, a contra entry. I will repeat this entry for you. See, deposited in bank, bank account debit to cash. So bank account debit to cash, I have a bank column here. So to cash 10,000 in bank column, and by bank 10,000 in cash column. Moving on to the next entry. This is 3rd of May and this is 3rd of May. Okay. Cash withdrawn from bank for office use 2,000. What will be the entry? Cash account debit to bank. 4th May. Cash account debit to bank. Since bank, write it in the cash column, 2,000. Cash account debit to bank. So by cash, 4th May. Since it is cash, so put it in the bank column, 2,000. A contra entry. Okay. Finished with this. Next entry. Received check from Dinesh and deposited in bank. He has received the check and parallelly deposited in the bank. So the entry will be bank account debit to Dinesh account. Right? And you have allowed him discount 50 rupees. The discount is separate, and what you deposit in bank or what you receive from Dinesh is separate. So 5,000 will enter in the cash column and 50 will enter in the discount column. The entry will be bank account debit because you immediately deposited it in the bank. Bank account debit to Dinesh. So I have a bank column here. So I'll write to Dinesh. 5th May. Bank account debit to Dinesh. The discount is 50 and what I receive here is 5,000. Understood? Even if it is bank account debit to Dinesh, you have to write here to Dinesh in cash book, because here you are having a bank column and you can increase the bank balance by writing it here. This is the magic of 3-column cash book. Okay, now we have finished these 2 entries. 6th, received check from Don, not banked. Very important entry. Is my cash increasing or my bank balance increasing? Because I have received from Don 5,000 check. Neither is increasing because the check is lying with me. So do you need to pass any entry on 6th? No. But either ways, what you can do is, you can just think of a simple entry that you have received check from Don. So instead of putting anything else, you can say that you have a check in hand. A check in hand which is not banked. So check in hand account debit to Don. No entry need to be passed because neither my bank balance is increasing, neither my cash balance is increasing. Just keep your entry in mind. I can put it here, check in hand account debit to Don. Okay. Now, on 7th, check received from Don, deposited in bank. Now I am putting the check in bank and my bank balance will increase. So what entry will I pass here? Bank account debit to check in hand. So bank account debit. In cash book also I have a bank column. So bank account debit can also, receipts can be put in debit side. Bank account debit to check in hand. See, it is very important to give the workings. For the sixth point, you are not passing an entry. Just write a small working note that this is why I am not passing any entry in the cash book, and the entry, the journal entry is check in hand to Don. This is how you get some additional marks for your working. Okay, so the entry now is bank account debit to check in hand. Date is 7th May. It is how much? 5,000. Now I have finished posting all the entries. So I need to total, just reminding you, do I need to balance my discount column? No, I need not balance my discount column. I have to just write the total. Now, which side will I first total? It has to be the debit side which I will first total, because the debit balance cannot be less than the credit side. It can be only in the case of a bank overdraft, and cash balance cannot be, what I receive cannot be less than what I spend. So just total 50,000 plus 2,000, 52,000. On the end of May, 31st May, by balance carried down, because this side have to be equal. So 52,000 here, the total. So 52,000 minus 10,000 minus 6,000. What is it? 52,000 minus 10,000 minus 6,000 is 36,000. You have to write it here. And total this side, 10 plus 10, 20,000. This has to be 20,000. And you have 2,000, so the balance is 18,000. You can carry down these balances now. So one most important point I would like to recap in 3-column cash book is, even in a cash book you can have 2 cash. This is the most important and the most confusing point. In a cash book you can have a 2 cash only and only if it is a contra entry, because you are putting something here in bank column. Okay, this is a point to be remembered. And for that contra entry, if it is 2 cash here, on the other side it has to be by bank. Please try few more examples and that will make you more comfortable with the cash book. Try more examples, say 2 or 3 more examples of each single column cash book, double column cash book and 3-column cash book. Then these things will be more familiar and it will start coming automatically to you.